The Tarkov TV we just got was probably one of the most comprehensive and detailed we've ever gotten, if at least in the last couple of years. There is so much detail, tons of reveals, teasers, and quite a few questions answered. Now, we don't rush to get this video out right away. I like to go back over, rewatch the podcast, usually about two more times, make sure I didn't mishear anything or miss anything, double check against old statements, and most importantly, it gives me a chance to ask BSG a few clarifying questions so we get the information right. And that's what my goal is with these videos. It's not to be first, but to be correct. Now, I also know you're looking at the length, and don't freak out over that. More than half of this video is just the unedited VOD from the podcast itself. Like if you look down at your player, like this much of the bar down here is just the podcast. So I do this for two purposes. First, it saves the podcast forever. BSG's podcasts are deleted by Twitch after 3 months. So putting them on YouTube memorializes them so that they're always here for people to reference in the future by anyone who wants to. Second, they provide the exact source material for this whole video. So if you disagree with a part or you think I got something wrong, you can just go look at the podcast itself without hunting other platforms or videos. So with all that out of the way, let's get into this thing because it is a beast. Now, first up, obviously, no icebreaker with Tarkov TV. More details on that in a little bit, though. But it was one of the biggest things a lot of us were looking forward to and hoping that we were going to get with Tarkov TV, but it's just not ready yet. Now, there are a few things here that weren't tied directly to dates, but I think they are going to be sooner than later. Many of these are controversial too, and they're not so subtle ways to push people into buying Unheard. First up, Unheard is going to be coming to Steam finally. You couldn't get Unheard on Steam. You couldn't buy that version of it because of, BSG said it was because of issues with Steam's rules around providing DLCs for free with game packages or something. I'm not sure the exact details of that. I didn't go research it because I honestly didn't really care that much. That's just what BSG said. Either way, doesn't matter. Now you can get Unheard, or very soon we'll be able to get Unheard on Steam. So with that, obviously, this comes some of the crazy perks and things they are adding to Unheard to get people to buy it. The first of these is going to be the ability to wear all clothing regardless of your faction bearer USEC. So if you have Unheard and you're USEC, you're going to be able to wear all the bear clothes, and vice versa. If you're bear, you'll be able to wear all the USEC clothes. I did clarify with BSG, and they said that is coming in May for sure, just no exact date. There is also at some point going to be an XP modifier for anyone in a group with, or anybody who has Unheard, or anybody in a group with an Unheard player. So yeah, if you have Unheard or you're playing with somebody who has Unheard, you're gonna level up faster. They will be adding bonuses to all editions like this for EOD and Left Behind, etc. like that, but they didn't say what those were yet. Now for the rest of May, we have 3 total events, which seems kind of crazy because we're already it's already the 10th, at least, of me making this video. Now right now for the rest of the weekend till the morning of the 12th, there is an event on customs with Reshala and Gluhar fighting each other. All the scavs have been replaced by guards. Player scavs are limited to 3 per raid, and the 2 bosses even fight. Pretty cool little event. No achievements, no tasks or anything with it. Just a mix-up of customs. Now, after that, and I'm expecting like next weekend, there's going to be some big shoreline event. That's all it was, big shoreline event. That's all Nikita said. Didn't provide any details, but my suspicion is that this is going to lead directly into IceBreaker.
There will be a patch with in-game event on Shoreline. Pretty big event, actually.
It might not. It might just be another gap fill event, but it kind of sounds that way to me, that this Shoreline event is going to be tied to the IceBreaker event in some way or form. And that is what is after the Shoreline event. Nikita said that it's going to be this customs event, then the Shoreline event, and then IceBreaker. And IceBreaker is in May, so that kind of gives us a bookend to 2 of these deals. So figure sometime in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to have IceBreaker. Nikita also reiterated that IceBreaker is pushing more into this idea of single player experiences in multiplayer games. So like Terminal, basically. He also described it as their most expensive event, which I think just means in terms of manpower and effort that they spent on it. IceBreaker itself is going to have a new boss, which looks to be a Black Division boss. It's going to have new mechanics like functioning keypads and some other stuff, as well as a new extract mechanics, some new extract mechanics of some kind. He didn't get into a lot of detail. He did also hint pretty strongly that we're going to have radiation on IceBreaker. He teased that, you know, IceBreaker is a nuclear powered ship. And this was in regards to one of the questions Chad had asked about radiation when. We did get a trailer for it. I'm going to do a whole video breaking the trailer down and talking about IceBreaker stuff after that, so we won't get into too much detail here. But yeah, that's what we've got. During the podcast, they also changed the requirements for Prestiges 1 through 4. They've been lowered significantly to make it much more accessible for players. I know some people are pissed off about it. Some people are happy about it. I'm indifferent. I don't care. I'm Prestige 3 working to 4. What happened behind me doesn't affect me. I don't care. The Prestige 1 is way easier now. Prestige 2 is a lot easier. Prestige 3 is easier, and Prestige 4 is kind of easier. So it still gets progressively harder, but the bottom of the ramp is a lot lower now. Like, you can pretty much Prestige 1 without even have all your traders to level 3. So yeah. Now there's also going to be another Twitch Drops campaign. It's going to be in May sometime. My guess is going to be tied with IceBreaker somehow. Some of the rewards will be a Louis Vuitton wallet, a Twitch dog tag case for special dog tags, whatever that means. I don't know if he was just joking or if that actually means for special dog tags. And a hot rod, Holodilla, the food cooler thingy. I never sell it right. A hot rod version of one of those. My guess is I'm expecting these might be paid drops. You know, something kind of like what we saw in Grays on Warfare, where there's kind of a blend of drops, free and paid support a streamer stuff, but we'll see. Don't quote me on that. I don't know anything. It's just that kind of stuff strikes me as kind of paid drop kind of stuff we've seen a lot of games doing lately. And by paid drops, I mean you sub to a streamer and you get the drop. He also mentioned another streamer challenge. I think this is going to be in May as well, which means there's a lot of shit packed into May. As Nikita did most of this stuff chronologically, and he mentioned this before the June stuff. So it could just be he jumped around, but I wouldn't write it down on the calendar. We'll just have to wait when we see actual dates for them. This streamer challenge will be limited to smaller streamers. I think he said 200 CCV. So that's your average viewers have to be under 200. Those are the only people that are going to be allowed to be in the streamer event, which is cool. It gives a chance for them to give attention to smaller streamers and stuff like that. Now, moving into June, they have a big event and overall planned for Lighthouse. The goal is to rebalance the loot, the enemies, and maybe even a little expansion or change of the look of the map. He was kind of vague on that. This all surprised me because we just got that devlog post like a week ago, maybe a little more than a week ago, saying that they didn't have time to really change anything on Lighthouse. So I wasn't expecting anything like this. So the fact that it's coming in June is kind of crazy. Well, I just have to wait and see what they actually do. Now, also in June is one of the things that's sort of the player base a lot, I think unjustly. I think people are getting bent out of shape for no reason with this. I'll talk about that in a sec. And it's in-game stores being added. This store looks to be basically the same thing we already have on the website, where you go buy clothes and stash lines and all that stuff. It's the same thing. It's just going to be inside the game versus having to go to that website to do it. Now, to facilitate this, they're going to have to add a premium currency. That one is called TarCoins. Now, we've already seen these floating around the game. I've found a couple of them. I think they only show up in mark rooms, but I'm not 100% sure. That's the only place I found them. This is going to be the currency for that. Now, Nikita said there will be no pay-to-win stuff, just cosmetics.
There won't be any pay-to-win stuff. There will be only for cosmetics and everything.
But the TarCoins will be available for purchase with IRL money, and like I said, or you could find them in game. Now, I don't know why people are getting so bent out of shape out of this. It's not adding a new mechanic. It's basically just making an existing one easier and giving you a non-money way to get stuff that you used to only be able to get with money. So all in all, it's a win-win. This premium currency thing, you cannot like microtransactions. I'm not trying to argue they're good or bad. I'm just where we're at in the existence we have right now. It's not changing anything. And pretty much every game has these premium currencies now. It doesn't Battlefield, Arc Raiders, Marathon. I can't think of a game that doesn't have them. Right now, it's a finished game that has microtransactions, which is pretty much everything now when it comes to live service stuff, that it doesn't have this kind of premium currency of some kind in there. And it's all for cosmetics. It's hunky-dory. If people want to spend money on it, more power to them. But the thing that I like is that they have built-in mechanics in all of these games that lets you get that currency without spending money. Now, also with the summer stuff, we're going to be getting summer in the game, which is really just a tone change in the foliage. It gets it from really green to a little bit more browns and stuff like that, and usually a lot more rain. So whether you're into that or not, that's what the summer usually brings. We'll just have to see what they do this year if they change anything up. Now, figure towards the end of June, it might even be after that, but we're going to be getting an old factory event of some kind. And that rings to me that, and this has been something that's been requested by a lot of people, some streamers and stuff like that as well, that to get some kind of short-term event where we get the old factory back before the expansions, which, yeah, pretty cool. There's no real details other than that there's a old factory event coming sometime in June or the end of June. But it should be pretty interesting for players who have not experienced the old factory and its glory days before the expansions and stuff like that. It really was a completely different map, even in the last year or two. So, yeah, that's just another event. I mean, all in all, I think we've got 10 events that they talked about between now and the end of the year, and they left room for some more to be squeezed in there. Random little ones like weekly events and stuff like that. Nikita also promised a huge Streets optimization in June, so that'll be big. I know a lot of people are, man, Streets runs rough. Even on my computer, it was running better with Unity 7, which this might all be tied together. He kind of hopped around a bit, so I think there's a Streets optimization and Unity 6 coming. And Streets does, I got quite a bit framed, like 10%, 15% improved performance on the ETS over the regular on Streets. So pretty good. Now, moving into July, this is going to be the launch. This is the next big bit of news. The launch of Tarkov's first season with the new seasonal character system. And it's going to be called Chord Breach. Now, Nikita described this as a separate game pretty much practically entirely. We've known this already. It was going to be really isolated out. He hinted at it kind of calling back to the glory days of wipes and building upon the wipe mechanic and making it better and more interesting. Now, the part of this process is the modifiers that they're going to do for seasons. Now, this is similar to stuff kind of like Path of Exile. It even has a little bit of comparability to like Project Zomboid. And it's basically there's global modifiers and individual modifiers. The global modifiers are going to affect everybody. And then the negative ones, you're going to be able to choose between, like if you pick a negative modifier, there's going to be something positive with it, or if you want a positive one, you have to pick a negative kind of deal. You kind of got to balance it out in an RPG, the way RPGs kind of do. Now, they on this screen, you can see they listed, they have a bunch of these secret ones. This doesn't mean that they're not going to tell you what they are at the season. I asked BSG what this meant. All they're doing is keeping their cards close to their chest, essentially, because they're still working through these and balancing them, and they didn't want to list stuff that then they'd have to take it away. So they won't be secret when the season starts. It's just for now as they work on them further, so they aren't committing to anything. That's all that means. Now, again, the seasonal character is going to be on a whole new set of servers, completely separate, different flea market. You're not going to play, you're not going to fight each other. It's going to have completely different rules. You wouldn't be able to play together anyways. But this is basically comparing this. The easiest way to describe this is how PvP and PvE are separated. This is going to be a third separate thing from that. And no, there is no PvE seasons. If you want to play the seasonal stuff, you have to play PvP. Now, with the season stuff, there's going to be special rewards. There's going to be lots of them for season 1. The big teaser one that Nikita, the one that he wants to pull everybody in with, is the Black Division clothing. You're going to be able to unlock Black Division clothing. So that's going to be interesting and see how that works out. Now, tied to the seasonal stuff, with the seasonal character, there's going to be a lot of quality of life features, but these are coming to all, it's not just coming to the seasonal stuff, it's coming to all the profiles. It's just tied with the launch of the seasons. So PvP, PvE, seasonal, they're getting all of these. These are heavily focused on making the game more accessible for newer returning players as well. So for the first of these is a on-screen UI element to help you find quest items. So as you get close to the location of where the item is, a circle is going to pop up on your screen and highlight in different quadrants to show you a direction to look. And then once you're right there, it all highlights. This is a great feature. I don't have a problem with this. I know there's some hardcore players that are going to scoff at this, and I guess you kind of have every right to. But I'm in the mindset that I want Tarkov to stay healthy and I want players to keep coming to it. And if you don't have a system to onboard new players and make the game more accessible, at least at the lower ends, you're just not going to have that. Yes, I know we all cut our teeth on the game the hard way, but what's the difference in some of these systems being in the game versus us just looking at a guide on the wiki that shows you exactly where to look? You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at it. If you're taking stuff so players don't have to look on a second monitor and they can stay in the game and get the same effect, I think it's fine. Now with this, along with this, they are going to be adding 2 GPS systems. The first is a very limited system for new players, essentially, to help them find extracts. It's not going to tell them exactly where they're at or where the extract is. These are Nikita's words. It's going to give them a general idea of the area they need to go to, just to help them along. So just a helper system, if you will. Now there is going to be a second GPS system with an actual map that has more detailed positioning and stuff like that. But Nikita didn't give any real detail on that. So I'm going to be eager to see clips of this in the coming months as to what exactly this is going to mean and what it's going to provide. Now, next, for the ease of use for newer players, is they're going to speed up the insurance for faster returns. Basically, when you die right now, it's about your next play session. You're not going to see stuff for 24 hours or so. They're going to bump that up a little bit. They're also going to rebalance the hideout progression so that the beginner modules, the very first ones, are a lot easier to unlock, I guess. I don't know how you make them a lot easier. I mean, half of them you just got to give money for the first couple of ones. So I guess they're just going to make it more, they're going to make it easier. I don't know exactly what it is. We'll have to wait and see where they actually land on that. But that's where they're at. And then tied in with all of this, they're going to do an overhaul of all of the tasks to remove or reduce many of the very RNG or grindy elements in the game with these tasks. Nikita said, he basically explained, and this is obvious for people that have been playing for a long time, that, a lot of these tasks were built before they had all the locations in, and they kind of modified them as they added locations. But like, for example, I don't know if they're changing. This is one I hope they change. Like, I think they need to take Shooterborn in Heaven off of Ground Zero. I think it does very negative things for that map overall. The map already has its struggles, but having players on there doing Ground Zero or Shooterborn in Heaven, that being the only reason players go there, just kind of makes the map bad. So stuff like that, I think that's what we're going to see, is some of these tasks that were designed before we even had streets, or before we had the Lighthouse edition even. The tasks that weren't designed with the whole game in mind are going to get revamped and made a little bit more congruent with the game. So that's good stuff. And then somehow, I mixed in all of this, they're going to do an overhaul of the traders in terms of gear, when it unlocks, and just have a better spread of items across the levels that makes more sense and flows properly. There's some things you unlock, like for example, the Bastion, you unlock that at level, you have that unlocked right away. What is it, level 1 skier or level 1 mechanic or Jaeger, wherever it is, I can't remember. It's level 1, you have it right out the gate, and you can buy that AK dust cover, and it's the best one. And all the other ones you unlock later, that progression just doesn't make sense. So that's the kind of stuff I think they're going to address. And then I think one of the big ones that I've been asking for forever, and this comes back from DMZ, I think was one of the first games I played extraction wise that had this, that made me go, yes, DMZ, the Call of Duty one that crashed and burned. It's the ability to have group progression on tasks. Nikita said that they're going to bring this in. Gray Zone Warfare does this, Marathon does this, a lot of games do this. So group progression for some kill condition tasks and other task parameters that can be shared. So to me, it sounds specifically things like boss kills and some of the scav kills and things like that. If you guys all have the task, and maybe if you even have different tasks, if somebody kills a scav in your squad, it counts for everybody, or kills. And this is great for like Killa, right? So you guys running with squad mates, you 2 or 3, you guys need Killa, and it's a fight to whoever gets to kill him first when you run into him. It's whoever runs into him first usually is the one to die, and then the second player gets the kill. But nonetheless, the ability that if one player kills Killa and then everybody gets the checkbox, I think that's a huge positive change for the way the game plays and how hard some of these tasks are anyways. They're also going to be expanding the support packs for beginners. A lot of people don't know this, but we already get these. You get them from Proper, and I think it's up to like level 10 or 12 or 15 or something like that. Proper just gives you free shit every so often. And most people don't notice this because it's mixed in with your insurance. So when you're hitting claim all, there's random shit stuck in there with your insurance. And this is just Proper kind of giving you, if you read the dialogue, he's just trying to help you out being a new guy or whatever and give you some stuff. But it really, I mean, it's like it's sometimes like an AK, some class 2 or 3 armor. It's nothing really great, and it doesn't show up all that much. So Nikita said they're going to be bumping that up to help new players ease into the game. Now, one that I didn't expect to see is they're going to be adding a spectator camera for squad members after you die. So you'll be able to watch your teammates, and you don't necessarily need Discord to do it. I know a lot of folks, we already use Discord. When you die, you just pull up everybody's Discord. That's not always available to everybody. This is an in-game system. I think it's a positive. And this is me. Nikita didn't say this. This is 100% me, but in my head, this would be the first step to some kind of raid review or quasi kill cam system, if you will. I don't want to get your guys' hopes up, but this is how systems like this get added. You start with the foundational systems that then you can get more utility out of later. Nikita did say that they wanted a kill cam kind of raid review system back in 2024. I believe the fall of 2024 is when it was at TwitchCon. He talked about it, and we haven't heard a word since. And I'm saying that now. I wish I had asked that question. I'll write that down, and we'll add that to another question we'll ask at some other time. Now, Nikita did also mention a referral program for friends that will provide extra gear and faster progression for the new player itself. Not a lot of details here, but you can see they're really creating a bunch of mechanics and tools to really help out new players. Whether it's too much or too little, I don't know, man. We'll just have to wait and see what it is when it actually is. It does feel like it's taken a little bit of the hardcore nature out of the game, but if this is just stuff to get people to like level 10 and, you know, maybe get them hooked on the game so that they don't want to leave, and it gets them through that I would love to know what the rate of players that actually come into Tarkov, buy the game, play for like 5 hours, and then just never come back. You know, if you can get people through that process, but don't carry them for the rest of the wipe or rest of their playthrough, then maybe it is worthwhile. I don't know, man. It's going to come up for a lot of discussion as we see these mechanics actually roll in. So just what we have for now. Now, one interesting thing is that they're going to be limiting the squads from 5 players down to 4. So your max squad is going to be 4 now. I really don't think this is going to have all that big of an impact. I don't run into a lot of 5-mans. I know people play 5-mans. I do occasionally as well. I just don't think a lot of it. They're so chaotic. Playing 5-mans is miserable, to be honest with you. But I know some people do it. So we'll just have to see. I know some people are going to be bummed because there are a solid group of guys out there that have 5-mans they run regularly just as their buddies getting together. So going to 4, hopefully that doesn't cause too much heartburn. We'll have to wait and see. Again, it's not one that I really understand. I don't know why they're doing it, but hey, whatever. We'll also be seeing the FAMAS finally. So the FAMAS is almost complete. The QBZ we got pictures of, so that's going to be pretty soon. And the G11, which is crazy, weird gun to be putting in Tarkov. But for some of us who are from the old first-person shooter days, Rainbow Six and stuff like that, G11's kind of cool to see. These are all lumped into the July stuff, but again, we might see the QBZ and FAMAS sooner. I don't know. Now, Nikita also briefly touched on some of the anti-cheat stuff they're getting into. Obviously didn't get many details. He just said they're doing a ton of work. They got a bunch of plans, but they just can't talk about the details. You can't, the anti-cheat, you can't tell the people what you're planning on doing, or they already come up with a solution around it. I do know Unity 6 is a part of this, at least. It's not a huge part, but the upgrade to Unity 6, if you go look at the documentation, there is some further improvements to the security inside the engine itself, as well as stuff to help fight cheating. It's really technical, but it's there. So that's part of it as well. And Unity 6 is also slated for July or sooner. It is currently in the ETS, and it seems to be running really well. So I think that or sooner thing that Nikita said is entirely possible. The sooner the better, I guess. In the past, Unity upgrades have had a lot of problems with them, but we saw those in the ETSs. I can talk about it now. Back in the day, we couldn't talk about the ETSs. It was like Fight Club, but now we can. So the old Unities that hit the ETS, and there'd be problems all over the place. And I'm just not seeing those with this upgrade to Unity 6, which is great. So hopefully it's a smooth transition. And the only thing people notice is better FPS. So good stuff there. The next event, another one coming up, is going to be called the Wild Wild Woods. He said it's after July, but the context, it wasn't really clear if he was just meant after the start of July or if it's the end of July or maybe into August. Either way, sometime after July, we're going to be getting this Wild Wild Woods event with no other details about it, just the name. Obviously, it's going to be on Woods, but we should have to see what they do. Russians take, it's obviously a play on Wild Wild West, right? So the Russians take on the Wild Wild West with Woods. I can just imagine revolvers and cowboy hats and lever actions and stuff like that. So who knows? Interesting stuff. So I just reiterating again, all of this was tied directly or loosely to that July timeframe with the launch of the seasonal profile. So all that quality of life stuff, all those changes for new players, it was with the seasonal launch. Nikita did leave room for it all to be open sooner though.
After that big July seasonal patch, there will be another big event called Wild Woods. No comments. After that, finally we'll implement Unity 6 in the main branch. There also will be reward reconnect system. Actually, some of these things can be earlier. It's a high chance.
So we'll just have to pay attention to updates for when they start adding that stuff. Now, some things with no time frame, but he mentioned them before he got into things that were the end of the year. So in my mind, I'm kind of putting these in like the fall, September to November kind of time frame. He talked about bringing Tarkov to console in that period. I don't think that's when it's going to happen. I just think it's too soon. But again, I could be way wrong on this. I mean, I don't know how you bring Tarkov to console, but he said they're actively working with groups that do this. They showed a screenshot a couple of weeks ago of them with a Steam controller hinting at that. So cool, I guess. I don't know how it's going to work. Also, kind of not date related. They are upending their merch store and getting it localized in the different regions around the world. They want places all over the place. Right now, everything, to my knowledge, comes out of Belarus. Which means, man, I've ordered stuff from them and it can take 3, 4, or 5 weeks to get it. Because in one order, I had some stuff show up in like 2 weeks and some stuff show up in like 5 weeks because one of them got hung up in customs or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. So that whole process sucks. So them moving the merch out of that should make that process better. Potentially lead to even higher quality merch as well, which is always good. I don't have a problem with their merch. I don't have one of their shirts on right now, but the last couple of shirts I've got from them, great quality shirts. I've got a bunch of their dog tag things, stuff I've gotten from the cons and stuff. It's all good quality merch. But I just think when you get it into specific countries, the shipping, everything ends up better. Moving on from that stuff though, FSR 4.0 is in production. So I know there's a lot of people that have been asking about that forever. And I think that's with July, but that wasn't 100% clear. So if you're looking forward to that, hopefully it's sooner than later. They also announced 2, maybe 3 more Tarkov based games. One of these might have just been a joke. One is kind of a game, not really, sort of. It's more of a top funnel to pull gun nerds into playing Tarkov, but one is for sure a game. Nikita described it as a single player game that's going to be episode based. It's going to be able to be played on mobile, though he said it won't be a mobile game. I don't know what to make all that. So again, I'm not sure what all that means, but this makes me really wonder if it's not Tarkov 2028 or something along those lines, or I guess it could be something else entirely, but that's where my mind goes when he said this. He says that they already started it. It's actually been in production for over a year, like a year and a half. And Nikita did talk about this already. 2 different times in podcasts last year, he did mention the team was in pre-production of another Tarkov game, the BSG guys. And this obviously wasn't the core fragmentary order game because it was the BSG guys working on it. So it's interesting. We're going to get some more information on that. So the one that I'm not sure about is he snuck in a quip about a turn-based real-time strategy tactical game, something or other. But the way he said it, I couldn't tell if he was just fucking around and joking, or if he was sneaking that in there, or that was what he was talking about with the single player game. I don't know. So here's the clip. You guys can judge for yourself.
Обожают тактические пошаговые стратегии. Кстати, это тоже в планах у нас. У нас тоже в планах the tactical strategy, it's turn-based strategy. Tarkov also planned, by the way.
So I will make sure to poke around about that some more over the coming months to kind of clarify what's going on. They're not going to give us much information if they don't want to. This is the marketing. They're going to keep this stuff hidden until they're ready to reveal it. This whole thing might just be Nikita playing coy as part of this process. So I won't promise. Don't promise any answers for that. Now the third game is going to be called Tarkov Gun Cyclopedia. It's going to be a free Steam game that is basically the gun modding workbench in Tarkov. It's going to let you change guns, put all your attachments on, look at them all. That's gun porn, basically, as well as test it in the firing range. Take screenshots, share builds, all of that kind of stuff. Again, this is a top funnel. It's a free game that people are going to check out that might be into guns and then realize they can play with their guns in the game. And a lot of us got into Tarkov because of that. I'm one of them. The gun system in Tarkov is one of the first draws to me for the game. But it's a very clever top funnel for the game, but that's really what it is. If you're an existing Tarkov player, I don't know how much you're going to be interested in it, though he did play around with the idea that they could maybe bring VR and integrate VR with that itself, which there was a huge maybe attached to that, but that might be interesting for those folks that are really into VR. Having that ability, it's actually kind of cool. So we'll see. Next up, Prestige for PvE. It's been confirmed for a while. I know people keep asking about it. Yes, PvE is going to get a Prestige. It's not going to be 1-to-1 with PvP. There's going to be something different. I don't know what it is, but expect it sometime after the summer. So, figure fall or whatever, but it is coming. It's there. They're planning on adding it. The next major tease is also going to be sometime after July, and that is this new huge map called End of the Line. It's basically the IceBreaker next stage of. It's not the next stage of IceBreaker. It's a map like IceBreaker. It's their process of going into this whole single player in a multiplayer game thing. It's a huge location with new mechanics and new bosses. It has an underground nuclear power plant, so probably got some radiation to it as well. Again, it's this single player type experience with the event that will hopefully turn into a normal location afterwards, which is basically what they're doing with IceBreaker. So that's what we know for now. We got a bunch of screenshots for it. Cool looking location, but until we get more information, I don't want to make up any information about it till we actually get it. Now, for the end of the year, we have 2 confirmed DLCs now. This will be Scav Life and the Clan System. So Scav Life DLC and Clan System DLC. These are rolled into, as well as the second season for the seasonal characters. So Scav Life, we'll do a whole separate video about it because there's a lot of information here that I gotta go dig back up from a couple of things Nikita's talked about. But basically, your Scav's gonna have his own hideout. There's gonna be a communal area where you can commune with. You're going to your hideout and you can hang out and you can play cards and drink with other Scavs. Apparently, all of that kind of shit. Its own quest system. It's gonna be really complicated. It's a pretty big deal. So it's gonna be interesting to see what that is. And I know a lot of you freaking guys love your Scavs. So I know this is going to be an exciting DLC for a lot of folks. And you know what? Honestly, selfishly, I'm going to be so excited for the Scav Life DLC because all of the crybabies that talk about, yeah, I got EOD and we didn't get anything we got promised and they're going to charge us for DLC. Once we get Scav Life for free, all those people can just shut the hell up and I don't have to listen to them anymore. I'm so tired of it. So that's why I want Scav Life DLC, because we get the EOD players get their DLC and then that whole conversation just goes away. The clan system, not a lot of details on that. Very interested to see how that's going to play out and what it means, and how they're going to integrate that into some of the other things. So more details later this year, I'm sure. Now, with all of this, Nikita just rambled through some crazy stuff. Didn't give a lot of detail. There's a lot of history to it, but we're going to be getting the ally healing and knockout mechanic is going to be coming at the end of the year. I honestly thought this was going to be scrapped because we haven't heard much about it in about 2 years now. So I'm glad to see it's coming back. I know some folks aren't happy about it, and I think it's going to be limited. It's not going to be like Arc Raiders or Marathon where you can always get picked up. I think like headshots and stuff are you're going to be done now. But the ability for you know, if you get killed but not all the way killed, and your friends can finish the fight out and bring you back alive, I think that's something that could help with Tarkov quite a bit, because it does suck that you're in a raid and you die and you leave the group and you go run a scav raid while you wait for your buddies to get out of the raid. So a way to kind of bridge that a little bit, I think, is cool. Again, we'll wait and see what it is. We'll pass judgment after we see all the information. Also excited for peaceful AI or idle animations for scavs and AI like that. So they're more natural behavior and they're not just walking around with their guns pointed everywhere. Well, hopefully they're like interacting with the map, they're smoking cigarettes, talking with each other, acting like, actual in-world stuff, just more immersive. I think it's something Tarkov has lacked for a very long time and will really up the feeling of the game. So be interesting to see how that is. We're getting mag loading animations, which is a huge one. There's going to be a skill system overhaul and interesting thing with preset containers for kits. Nikita kind of fumbled around with describing it a little bit. It was kind of hard. But it sounds to me like it's going to be something similar to what Marathon does with their sponsored kits, where you can buy a kit for, you know, 2,000 space dollars or whatever, and it's like a blue kit, or if it's 10,000 space dollars, it's a purple kit kind of deal. You essentially buy a crate from a trader. It's got a preset loadout inside of it. You can throw it on real quick. It's got everything you need, and different tiers will obviously be better, stuff like that. It's going to be a system that's just going to make it easier to get back into raid. If you got money and you don't want to fuck around with gear, you can just buy one of these kits and boom, off you go. Next big one, huge one. Night raids are going to be getting an overhaul. Nikita said something like less than 1% of raids are night raids, which makes sense. Night raids kind of suck. Unless you only do them if you have to do them, really. They're going to be changing the loot pools to make them better. So they're different than daytime, so it's an incentive to go. There's going to be different AI and maybe even Black Division running around at night, which is a huge cool draw to go do it, which means you could finally be able to get their gear, as well as bonuses for playing at night to things like XP and skills. So using the carrot method versus the stick method to get players to play at night, I think is a good way to go about it. Now, Nikita was also kind enough to answer the questions from me that I put together from you. I asked you guys for them. You guys provided a lot of great questions. I put the most common ones together. I 2020 hindsight, there's some I wish I had put in there that I didn't. But we got him answered, and he did a great job of it. He didn't skim over them. He gave great answers for all of them. And I won't summarize it because he goes through them pretty quick. We'll just let him do it. Here it is.
So I have a couple of questions from Airwingmarine. Yeah, and I promised him that I will answer them if I will have time, and I believe I have a little bit of time to answer them. So yeah, let's go with the questions from Airwingmarine. When will the syncing issues for Arena and Tarkov main be fixed? Fixing it right now, basically, as soon as possible. Are adjustable plate carriers rigs still planned, or is the feature scrapped? We actually scrapped it. I mean, it's on hold basically forever, and it's pretty huge, and it will need to rebalance all of the stuff, all of the gear, almost everything. So that's why it will be pretty hard to implement it right now. So we decided to just keep it on hold. Maybe it will return somehow. Maybe in totally different season or something. Maybe only on ETS. We'll see, because right now we don't have time to actually make it right with all of the stuff that we already created. I'm talking about the rig customization. Because if we will implement the rig customization, it will require to rewrite, rework everything. Because we have a lot of preset gear already, and that will be quite hard. Is BSG going to stick with the current health system, or are there plans to change it? We don't have plans to change it. Again, it's just the mechanic that basically was there forever. And I'm not sure that we need to change something that was there all along, especially after 1.0. And I don't know, like, is there any like different stuff that we need to do in terms of health system? So if you have any kind of suggestion, please share. M249 when? I believe it's already modeled, and it's somewhere there, and we need to just make it real in the game. Pretty interesting question. How much of an impact are departing devs having on workflow? Zero. The thing is that the latest guys, basically they were disengaged in process for a pretty long time, and we just decided altogether that they should move on. So so we already had like the superiors working before that, so it was the long process for them to have this healthy retirement for the other like work or project. It wasn't like a spontaneous decision of them, so it's totally fine. The dev vlogs shown on a few glimpses of various devs during interviews. Is that something we get to see soon? Yes, we plan to have pretty big dev blog video, like huge, and I believe we will get it as soon as possible. I don't know the exact date, but it's pretty cool. Basically, the story, how we did it, and what was the challenge to do it, and how it is in general for not only for me, but also for different developers in the BSG. The Chronicles of Frigi most likely they will come back, but we're thinking about it, because right now there's another ongoing thing that we plan to have the full scale, how to say it, serial show not show, как вот сказать это?
Сериал.
Как сказать сериал по-английски?
Сериал.
Нет, неправильно. So right now we're working on the creating. So we started.
Series.
The series, the full scale series for the major showrunner. I don't know, for HBO or Netflix, something big, and we already started making all of that, and I mean the scenario and everything. So I guess it'll be interesting. TV series, yes. Can PvE players who didn't reset get access to terminal now? Or is that a technical problem? No, they need to reset, 100%. It's a technical thing. How are the seasonal profiles and our original profiles going to interact with one another? You won't be able to interact, because it's like separate realm, seasonal characters, seasonal thing. It's like the story and everything, it will be around seasonal character. You won't have the interaction between. Are achievements shared? It will be different achievement you can achieve on the seasonal character. And no, we don't have any shared progress or bonuses, so it will be separate thing to start all over. So the thing is to have all the people wiped and start all over again, to experience the early wipe and all of the Tarkov stuff that made Tarkov. Why do you guys use time gates so frequently? We're sorry, but yeah, we will move on. So we will cut them down. Some time gates we just wanted to, because it's a lot of streamers and all the players who play the game 24/7, tens of thousands of hours, and we just wanted to prolong the whole progression, so at least to give some time for the regular players, not to spoil everything in the regards of like storyline and completion. So that's why we added it. And I personally think that it's totally fine to have some kind of time gates. You guys, you need to relax, you need to have some break, right?
Yeah.
You need to have some break. Like, it's a time gate of 24 hours time gate. Go touch grass, like birds are singing, it's almost summer. Relax. Because you will be exhausted playing the Tarkov. It's already a stressful game. You need to relax. Yes, I actually answered all the questions. Thanks for that.
All right, one last thing before we wrap it up. Arena has a huge new game mode coming of some kind. Nikita was super excited about it. He thinks it's going to be game-changing. We'll see. Arena is what it is. I don't love it or hate it. I play it. When I play it, I can enjoy it, but I don't love it, so I don't go play it unless I kind of have to, right? So we'll see. We'll see if there's anything interesting enough to pull people in. They're also going to be the return of ranked matches. That's coming back end of the year as well. So that's something the game needs, because it splits out the really try-hard sweats away from the casuals, and hopefully that makes the experience better for everybody. Who knows? But that's the recap. Hopefully it was helpful. I know it was long. I appreciate you guys waiting for me to do it. Those of you that came by and watched all of it, you're the best. Thank you guys so much. Now we'll just let the podcast itself roll on. Have a great day.
Hello. Check. Can you hear us? Come on. What's it all about? Yes. Can you hear us?
Check 1, 2. Мне, чувачки.
Yes, okay, у нас задержка. We have everything here is wired and a lot of static electricity over there. Everything tries to shock kill us with high voltage. So it's pretty dangerous here because all of that electricity and everything. That's quite dangerous. So maybe we should evacuate the building and won't do anything. Да? Где она вырвалась? Себе еще знал, что это. Я не вижу. Да. Ну вот так вот. Нормально? Okay. Today is a special day. Today we're gonna show you stuff. Today is the TarkovTV podcast. This is Damirka. You all know Damirka. And hopefully, что там? BGM is too loud, music loud. We already did it. I made it less. lower. It's like 4% of music.
Окей.
3%. It's good?
Окей.
Окей, music окей. Короче, у нас задержка просто, я понял. Чуть побольше сделать. Ну что, как надо...
Мальчишки, девчонки.
Надо как-то
В кондицию.
влиться. Надо как-то влиться в процесс.
Еще разгонюсь.
How are you doing, guys? How are you? Is it good? Fix prestige.
Ага. Началось.
А что там? Зачем фикс престиж? Он уже вроде нормально. Все ради ока.
Тяжело.
Блин, и все равно про музыку что-то трендят. Запарили. Окей, я вырублю музыку. Хорошо. I'm switching off music. Окей? Now we don't have music. Окей, я не буду читать чат. So, what's going on? What's going on? As always, it's a lot of stuff going right now in the studio for Tarkov this year, 2026. Pretty crazy year already, and we have a lot of plans for Tarkov for this year. And as always, I think last year it was kind of hard for us because it was the release year and everything. But now things are different because we are refining things, we're adding more stuff, more content, and basically we're preparing a lot of new things for this year. And the last TarkovTV it was on New Year's, I believe. So it was really long time ago. And мне, кстати, это
Не видишь?
ни хрена не вижу вообще. Нет, я вижу на самом деле. Окей.
Че, джуз тайм, мы погнали?
Да, походу нужен джуз-тайм, не разогнаться его как-то нифига, честно говоря. First of all, I want to mention that we have special promo codes. Of course. We have 3 promo codes for EFT and 2 promo codes for Arena. I actually don't know what's the contents of contents of these promo codes, but I believe there is some useful stuff there. And we will do it later. Because like we have a long time here. We have a lot of stuff to show and a lot of stuff to discuss. So first of all, what I wanted to mention is that right now we focused on the technical side. Starting from this year, we did pretty much already on the optimization and everything, and it's not the final state of the game, but it's better. I believe it's better than before because we already implemented a lot of technical things to make the game run better for sure. And still, it's a lot of stuff still planned for the optimization. For example, for Streets of Tarkov, because Streets of Tarkov is one of the main locations. We need to be running well. О, чай.
Чай.
А это чай, зачем чокаться чаем? Блин, я какой-то в очках какой-то, я все-таки более какой-то. У меня нет вот этого dead inside в глазах. Я просто думаю, мало ли в очках что-нибудь отразится.
Че тут, 2 монитора только.
Ну вот там вот Тарков вот этот вот отражается вот это.
Видно, брат, ты чё?
Да, ну, да я просто, у меня вот эта шиза, она прогрессирует, понимаешь?
Заразная,
Да. Delete PvE Arena. Delete yourself, man.
да. No,
Это joke, it's a joke. Of course, we're joking. Don't tell us what to do. We know what to do.
Он GTA RP. Delete yourself.
GTA RP?
Да, если ты желаешь что-то плохого человеку, говори в GTA RP. Сделай с собой это в GTA RP.
Да. So, again, starting from this year, a lot of technical stuff, optimizations, like stability patches and all of that, the loading times, unloading times. So it was a lot of old evil ancient code that we are fixing for years actually, and we just boosted it up and started to upload patches more often. Of course, it means that some of the power was diverted to that purpose, to make the game better in a technical term. And yeah, right now we are scaling up to give you more content and more interesting stuff, because it's been a long time that we didn't have something big. And of course, we decided just not just make some interesting patches with content. For example, the IceBreaker event, it's a whole big part of game. It sounds pretty loud actually that this is the big part of game, but a lot of work was done for IceBreaker event, and we have a gameplay teaser actually. And IceBreaker, it is pretty close. It's pretty close. I don't have an exact date, but it's almost here, and we will show you stuff from there. Okay. So yeah, as you mentioned, we had a lot of balancing changes also, like a lot of stuff, the attachments and everything. And actually, again, just the part of the whole plan to rebalance everything. It's not only related to attachments, and also like quests will be changed pretty drastically actually, and some neat changes for the usability. I mean, for the quality of life will be also added to quest system, and I will show you a little bit. And right now, the work, like the big part of team still working on the technical side. We are monitoring everything. We get all the statistics. We run different kind of polls and stuff like that, again, to make it better and better and better and better. So the Unity upgrade, you can already test it on the ETS. It actually gave a little boost in terms of FPS, and it will be later implemented on the main branch. Reduced RAM usage also in there. And of course the anti-cheat measures. So it's a big chunk of work right now related to anti-cheat, and it will be a lot of new stuff that will fuck things up for cheater scum, right,
Yeah.
my friend? So yes, you can prepare on your shady little forums to discuss our politics regarding cheaters. Actually, some funny things. First of all, this is a strange angle of this chair. I cannot speak to you. Я не могу. Короче, funny story.
Okay.
A couple of months ago, I believe a couple of 3 or 2 months ago, I heard the thing that in some big game, and I think it's in a couple of big games, developers banned cheaters for some time, for a week, for 2. Like, this is the first warning. Like cheaters who basically like wall hacked and did a lot of stuff. They just like gave them different servers to play. What the fuck is this basically, right? Why should you spend your server capacities to make them special place to play? You should ban them. You should ban them physically, like literally on the social IDs and everywhere. Because zero tolerance, no negotiations, right?
Туда.
Именно туда и там. But this is another discussion actually. So, so two major directions for the game right now. First of all, continuation of the optimizations and technical stuff and all of that. It's still a lot of stuff to do. And upcoming patches will have a lot of things in there regarding the technical depth and everything like that. And the second, new content, and new gameplay, or even like deep gameplay features. It's not the change of all mechanics, so you guys relax, right? Because I heard numerous times, and I read a lot of comments regarding like, you don't need to change anything that was already fine. You don't need You need to change basic mechanics and features from 1.0. First of all, I will change everything that I want, right? But second, of course, I will listen like good and trustworthy community to make all these changes. And of course, with a little bit of чего? Little bit of говна? Не знаю. Окей. Невкусно. rebalancing and revisiting many mechanics to make the game more approachable and enjoyable for both new players and veterans. So, this whole year, we will not reinvent things in Tarkov, but we will make the Tarkov more appealing to the new audience and for old players who basically left Tarkov long time ago. So we will add a little bit and pretty much different kind of things to bring them back and to make the game more appealing to the new audience. And что-то я еще, у меня там чай остался еще. What does it mean? I will describe. But before that, I will send the first promo code. Unexpected promo code. So the first promo code called Power Move. Как его включить? Вот опять же. Так вот? Вот так. Во. So this is the first promo code. Some good stuff for your inventory. Some items. I approved them, but I forgot about them. Че, уже все нормально показалось? Да. So first of all, let's go. So this is, we call it the road to Tarkov 2.0. So this is the set of different measures, different actions and patches that will add freshness, beautifulness, and puritanness to the game. And first of all, it's reworked prestige requirement. And I have something to show you. So the prestige, first 4 prestige levels, the requirements will be rewarded. They will be lowered. And I will show you right away. So yeah, we made a little bit easier for those who want to obtain the prestiges, because it will be more prestigious for sure. It will be prestigious for PvE. Relax, it's also planned. And it will be pretty soon, actually, the PvE prestigious. And but of course, there will be limitations to them. And I won't tell you, because you people will be, how to say it? You will vibrate. We don't need additional vibration. We're already vibrating by ourselves. So, this is the first prestige. This is the second prestige requirements.
Too easy.
Third prestige requirement. And fourth. So all the pictures will be released on our socials, and you later will be able to check it in detail. For example, the first prestige, you don't need to have Kappa quest on it. It's just the new beginning quest, and you're done. Again, to add a little bit of, не знаю чего вообще, ну чтобы легче было чуть игрочкам играть. The second thing in this plan is a new mechanic to simplify finding task items on locations. Pretty good mechanic. I know that you guys love pixel hunting of quest items, and we decided to make a little helper to that, because I believe this is actually one of my favorite mechanics, like to search fucking 2 pixels on the screen. And remember that on the first quest, I put all of this, probes and documents in pretty hard to find location, and you needed to actually find them. And after that, you guys used the walkthrough to basically find all these items. So we created additional features to that. И опять эта фигня заглючила. Сейчас, секундочку. Чик. Это то же самое, сорян. У меня с компьютерами на компьютерович. Да, вот он. So as you can see here, this marker shows the approximate location of the quest item. Only for quest items. It's not for any other type of. Like a small mechanic just to help out. This, first impression, to ease out and to make the first impression not so hard. I mean, to find some quest items and stuff like that. Где, кстати, вот full screen cam? So what's next? The insurance system rebalance aim at speeding up the returns. So the insurance will be sped up. So basically, we'll increase the time when we will receive the items back. Also, quite pretty useful thing. Also, the hideout progression rebalance. So at the start, at the starting levels of hideout, it will be easier for you to find items. I mean, it will be the requirements will be less for that, and it will increase gradually to the higher level of hideout. It will be the major overhaul of almost all of the quests to remove or lower the RNG in them, grinding mechanics, and all of the stuff you love, basically, like some strange quests, painful quests that basically brought a lot of, I don't know, not hate, arrogance, I guess. It will be more consistent progression. And again, the idea to refine and rebalance all of the quests, I'm talking about side quests, because when they were designed, we basically didn't have all of the locations in the game. And right now we have all of them, so we can rebalance them right in the right position and make them actually different and more enjoyable. It's not like, at least something will be enjoyable in the game. Quests, finally. And it will be more branching. In quests, there will be different ways to progress on the quest, so it will be a little bit more variety. If you select something, you will go to different branch of the quest. So the trader reputation and trader assortment will be also rebalanced again to make it more balanced, and it will actually feel the influence of your progression. So it will be more discounts, more item variety available, and it will be more like the items will be placed in assortment levels more logically correct. So it's also a pretty big task. And overall, the loot will be reworked, loot places will be reworked, and the assortment of the traders, as I mentioned, also will be reworked within the same system. So the whole like trader loot, trader progressions, the progression will be different. What else in that set of different things for making the game more appealing? Pretty neat addition. So kill condition in tasks and some of the other task conditions for quests will be counted for the group. So if you are in the group and somebody has a quest and you also has the same quest, you will be like completing this quest all together, basically, and not to count it like differently. So if somebody did kill somebody, it will count for the group if the group has the same quests. Also, it will be we will add expanded support packs for beginners, and because again, it's pretty hard for beginners to start the game still. So that's why we will add more of the stuff, more of the support for the beginners with supportive packages that will go like automatically or some. You will meet some requirements of this beginner level. Куда пошел?
Я тут, он.
There will be a spectator camera added as an item for your team members in the team. So it will be special item, and you will have an option to spectate from the eyes, let's say, or from this camera of your members that are still alive. Just to have fun, I guess, and see how it will go in. There also will be a bonus program for inviting friends and the progression accelerators for your friends. So basically, if you invited someone, you will get some perks, some experience boosted and stuff, like pretty standard stuff for almost every kind of game. Also for the newcomers and for those who basically are unfamiliar with the game or with the locations and or with the like extracts and everything. That will be a simplified GPS system. So it will be 2 GPS systems. We will finally add the GPS in the game, and the simplified version will have like basic initial information where to go for the extract. It will be approximate, but at least it will give you the direction, an approximate distance where to go to extract. Because again, we wanna have the condition that the new player will be able to play without tutorials, without everything that I have on the internet. So basically, you'll be able to extract by himself, literally, without the knowledge of the location. And also pretty important thing that the squad sizes will be reconsidered. Right now it's maximum 5, it will be 4. So we will limit squad sizes to 4, because it's nearly impossible to fight as a solo player with 5 stuck team. Guys who basically right now, guys who are monitoring the chat, can you please ban all of this spamming huge messages, because I'm getting tired, because I really want to see some questions maybe, or pinpoint something for the later, and all of this like spamming the same messages again and again and again, and I'm kind of tired of that already. And this is the part of all of the features that we want to put in, again, to make the game more playable at early stages for the newcomers, to get the new blood, and to make the game more appealing, because right now the entrance barrier is too high for almost everyone, and it's really hard to start playing the game. We need to give a boost for the newcomers, and to have the game for them a little bit easier at early stages. So this is the part of work that we already started to do. Okay, this is it. What else? We have a lot of stuff actually for today. So about patches and upcoming stuff. Дамирка,
Yes.
what do you think? How это? Чё, как арена?
Арена?
Мгм.
Нравится вкусно. Там столько контента.
Да?
Battle Pass. Да. Но
Yeah, arena is a lot of content lately, and I will have something about arena for sure for today. But it's a lot of stuff in arena. It's a lot of. Ты попил, что ли,
арена
получается?
деловцы молодцы, а?
Ты через этот попил, я понял.
Есть. А еще знаешь, ну ладно, про арену. Арена заебись. Красиво все делают.
Мгм.
Молодцы.
Арена?
Что вот про это сказать?
А что?
У нас есть еще 25 таких ящиков. Спроси, а хотят ли они, чтобы мы разыграли среди всех. Просто.
Okay, guys, we have a special streamer item presents. Пирожки, блины, вареники. A lot of stuff in here. And if you guys want to, we can actually gift one of...
Их не one.
25 of them. We can actually have some kind of event, or like just gift out, or make some kind of giveaway. Yes, if you guys want it, we can do it. It's a lot of special stuff in there.
Пишите кукумбер в чат.
Пишите, write cucumber in chat if you want to get this special case. ГПНВГ 18 там. Как минимум.
Бумажный, правда.
Да. Cucumber. Yes, Arina. Cucumber. Yes, cucumber. Okay, so patches. Still a lot of patches to go. I don't know. It will never stop. The development of Tarkov will never stop, because pretty huge plans, and these paper plans that we approved for reading on the TarkovTV. It's not even the final ones, because we have more of the strategic one. For example, we will be making a single player game. Yes, it will be episode based. I can't tell you no more, but it will be single player game on Tarkov.
Мобилка.
And also mobile. But it will be totally different. It's not like a mobile port of the game. Like, it's pretty early to say, but it's already going. So pretty huge plans for Tarkov. And the console version, actually. And right now we're negotiating with several companies that can do a console version for EFT. And if somebody is listening this podcast and have the connections, please write to info@battlestategames.com if you have a company or the publisher who can help us making that. I mean, the console version. We will be gladly. Cooperate. We will cooperate gladly. And it will be pretty interesting experience to make this kind of game. Okay, guys, stop typing cucumber. Relax. Okay, let's go. Patches. Right after this stream, there will be new event on the current build. I mean, on the current version, we will start the new event on customs. Small, good, neat event just to cheer you up. Right after the stream. So Rishal and Glukhari will be spawned on customs 100%, but with fewer gods. Regular scav AI across the map, they will be replaced with Rishal and Glukhar guards, and they will fight each other occasionally. Player scav spawns will be heavily limited, only 3 slots available, and all of the AI units will attack those player scavs. So just small event just to have fun on the customs right after the stream. Also, as soon as possible, we plan to have this reduced prestige requirements. And this thing that I want to show you. This thing. So the Unheard Steam version, basically it's done. We have some minor things. I know that you guys from Steam wanted to have Unheard edition. So it will be available really, really soon. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. I hope it will be available tomorrow. А у нас нет выходных. У Стима есть, кстати. Это правда. Бездельники. Ну, мы Steam любим. Нет, или не любим?
Любим, конечно.
Любим, да. And there will be 2 special things for Unheard Edition. My favorite, precious Unheard Edition. But first of all, guys, prepare your asses. First of all. Обожаю это вообще просто все. For the Unheard owners,
only,
all of the purchasable skins will be available to any faction. So you will be able to wear USEC clothes on bear clothes and vice versa. Only for Unheard purchases. Запущено первое. Отошло. And the second one, we are adding new stuff for different packages of the game, and EOD, Unheard Edition, Left 4 Dead Edition, and Left Behind Edition. Left 4 Dead надо добавлять. Left Behind Edition and Minecraft Edition. They will add different bonuses. So if somebody with the Unheard Edition, for example, is in your team, you all within the group receive the experience bonus. So this Unheard guy will boost the whole group up, and that's why you need to think about it. So if you have somebody on your team with Unheard, it will give you more experience. Because Unheard guys, they are, thank God they exist.
Yes.
Literally. We love you guys. And EOD owners too. And every owner actually, except cheaters. Yes. So these 2 features will be available too. Just to boost up the whole Unheard thing. Неплохо. Запущено. In May, there will be a patch with in-game event on Shoreline. Pretty big event, actually. Давай, выпьем. За Unheardушку.
блин.
За туешечку.
Опа.
In-game event on Shoreline. So pretty big event on Shoreline. It's pretty interesting. Can't tell you more. The next patch after. Finally, the long-awaited the one and only, the most expensive part of the game. No, it's not right. It's not the most expensive event slash location slash like the quest, the game story part called IceBreaker
Dunge.
in May. And we have
Special teaser.
for you guys.
Let's go. Я даже не видел еще.
Ну, прикольно, я пару раз уже крутанул. Так. Господи, порядок тут, конечно. Sorry, guys, тут странный порядок. Выключу микрофончик. Поехали. I want to run it once again. Sorry, I will do it like this. So it's pretty short, right? But
Тизер есть тизер.
pretty good. Just. So huge ship. A lot of new mechanics. The whole chapter, basically, storyline chapter is on that. New boss, new types of extract, and pretty huge. And the game and this, it's not like event. The location will stay there. We kind of move into this concept that I like single player experience in multiplayer games. So this is the good step in this direction, and I'm 100% you will love it. So it's Mamma Mia просто какая-то вообще просто.
Новый босс.
Да. And it will be pretty soon, in May. Also, in May, there will be Twitch Drops campaign. And we have special Twitch Drops items for that. Let me show you. Не то. Вот.
What the fuck?
It's like it's not much, but I think it will be more than that. So it's first of all Louis Vuitton wallet. This is the Ключница.
Нет, вроде этот. For special dog tags.
For special dog tags. And the special Hot Rod холодильниks. The only obtainable on these Twitch drops, and there will be a special campaign on that, I believe. I have information later. I will have information later about that, and also a couple of new apparel clothing for USEC.
And beard.
And for beer.
Bird.
And this feature that I showed you with task highlighting, like for the quest items. After that, we will have. Let me switch back to the camera. After that, we will have the streamer challenge. Yes, in updated format. So this streamer challenge will be held for small streamers. I don't know the exact requirements, but will be something around if you're
но самые важные.
yes, if you have something around 200 or like 150, 200 average viewers and not above that limit. So it will be only for you guys to boost up, to find new talent, and we will help you, and we will give you the opportunity to actually like stream the game and become the best. And Twitch drop, of course, on that case. In June, we plan to have pretty big event and gameplay overhaul for Lighthouse. So basically, Lighthouse, it's not a good position right now. I think it's the most hated location right now. And we have pretty good ideas that we already started to implement to make Lighthouse pretty good. And it will be total rebalance of the, let's say, of the enemies over there, or loot, even on the art side, maybe even some little expansion to that. But we really plan to make Lighthouse better, and it will be in June patch. Also, pretty important thing that I already showed on my Twitter. We plan to launch the in-game store, and this is also pretty big thing, pretty comfortable to have all of the stuff in one place. Yes. So first of all, as you mentioned, you started to find these coins, Tarkov coin. And these coins basically, that will be the main currency for this store. There won't be any pay-to-win stuff. There will be only for cosmetics and everything. We have something in mind actually for the PvE, but we will see. We will see. It will be another bomb, I guess. Let's save people from the overexposing. So yeah, you can find the Tarkov coins, and you'll be able to purchase it with real money and buy different stuff in the store. And мне, кстати, залили это новые картинки. Их, походу, не залили мне. So the screenshots of the store will be a little bit later because we had some kind of bug there.
We need juice time.
I think it's perfect time for the juice time, and we will do that. Before that, actually, let's give it a shot with another promo code. Правильно?
Yeah.
So yeah, just to mention, Tarkov coins will be spawned on the location, and you will be able to use them as a currency to buy stuff. So at least something you will be able to actually find without spending any of your precious money. And the second promo code. Let's give it. Let's go with Eagle Eye. Another promo code for you guys. And we are off to the small juice time. Please don't. Please don't. Just please don't. У меня нет juice time тут.
Заглушка. Может, это она?
Это вообще классно. Juice time нет.
Пауза.
Где? Нету. Что это
Все
такое?
в порядке, включи.
Okay, guys, we'll be back in 2 minutes. Back. Ай, ёпам. Током бьется. Током бьется. We're back, backers. Чисто дернуть бибу и поехали по новой. В режим крутыша вхожу, такой типа...
А я не выходил из него.
Ну, нормально, да? Молодец, блин. Вообще красавчик. Чем мы здесь собрались, пацаны?
Давно не были.
Давно не были. Давно. Ну что, поехали дальше. Let's go. We uploaded the screenshots for... Сейчас, секундочку. Куда он их сунул-то, я не понимаю. Ingame Store. In-game Store screenshots. So, you thought that it will be mobile version for the store? No, it will be in-game.
Они думают реально. Мобильное приложение. Компания.
So, as you can see, there will be different categories. And you'll be able to buy the whole bundles of everything, and it will be just easier for you to do. And there will be special bundles, special deals, and all of that. So we plan to add more stuff that will just good for you. Of course, if you want to buy something. If you don't want to buy anything, it's okay. And also we have this thing. Пом-пом-пом. Куда он его делал? Куда он засунул туешные темы, я не понимаю. Я не вижу. Может, в туе релиз?
Yes.
Окей. Да. So, tactical clothing available for 2 year for Unheard for both factions. What is next in our plans? Мне нравится это. Вообще.
Патрончик.
Красиво.
И Гошин делал, молодец.
Красава. Красава вообще. 4 чая. И один из них с сахаром. Ой-ой-ой, еще очень много. And of course in June it will be summer season. I mean not season, but summer season, I mean summer.
Yes. Летушка.
Летушка. After that, the next patch. Event on Old Factory. Again, no information, just an event on Old Factory. Something interesting.
Мясорубка.
And Streets of Tarkov optimization. It will be the art optimization, a technical art optimization. So we will try to make Streets of Tarkov run very good. Because for me personally, it's the heart of Escape from Tarkov. It's the main location. For me personally. So that's why it needs to be running well, for sure. Then, in July, or maybe earlier, I'm not telling you the exact dates, but we want to make it as soon as possible. Because it's the main thing for this year, I guess. At least for the first half of the year. It's the season systems and season 1 in Escape from Tarkov, which will be called Cord Breach Season 1. Дыма дайте мне. Вот так вот, что все трясло. Huge system. Huge. Actually, it's like the separate game.
We have a screenshots.
We have one screenshot, I guess. Two screenshots. Как же тяжело здесь.
Жми, ёкарный
Да
бабай.
ща, подожди.
Давай, ты сможешь.
Вот он.
Вас будут звать мистер Пудлик всех.
So, this will be the profile selection screen. So you will have PvE zone with your character, PvP zone with your character. Big shout out to PvP players and PvE players, guys. Please don't fight. And the special, limited PvP season character. The Cord Breach will be the name of the first season. The Cord Breach is the actual code name for operation of Black Division operation in Tarkov. And yes, you'll be able to select it PvP only stuff.
Никнеймы — это никнеймы наших графических дизайнеров. И никогда не догадаешься, что перфоратор One...
Это ты?
Нет. Я же не графический дизайнер.
Ну да.
У нас есть там девочка, очень милая.
Угу.
Это перфоратор 1, блядь.
So, ну, я переводить не буду. Да. So what's it all special about the seasons? Let me describe. So it's a limited temporary seasonal profile system. Temporary, I mean it will be season after season after season forever. For thousands of years. It will be different seasons. It will have different thematic, like different design, different special things for it. Totally different approach. New quests, new storyline things, new gear, new weapon. The whole... Okay, let me just describe it. Each season will feature unique global modifiers, along with a personal perk selection system that allow players to either simplify or increase the difficulty of their progressions, with perks, of course, with bonuses. The overall logic is similar to an RPG-style build system. Players cannot freely stack perks without restrictions. A proper balance must be maintained when choosing them. So it's not a screenshot, it's like the examples of different perks that we will have. Global modifiers. It won't be exactly on this first season, it's just the example, it's work in progress. It's not even related to anything. So basically, we're building that set of different stuff. So it will be up to 6 global modifiers, up to 13 negative personal modifiers, and up to 17 positive personal modifiers that will give you the feeling that there's something unique. So it will be... So of course, the game will be wiped, the seasonal character will be starting from scratch, and everyone will have global modifiers, and also you will select before you will start the season, you will select your own perks, positive and negative. For example, some perks may grant access to the Kappa container at the start of the season, while others may disable access to the flea market entirely. There's also a perk called Third Leg, but its effect will be revealed during the season. Приколисты какие-то. Seasonal progression will include unique rewards tied to character progression throughout the season. So it will be battle pass based progression also, with a lot of unique stuff. And the most important thing for the Court Breach Season 1, you will able to get Black Division clothes.
Ой-ой-ой.
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Прекрасно.
Но нельзя будет торговать ими.
Нельзя торговать. And also will be ranked league system. All of that will be included in the whole system. It's pretty big. The whole set of new items you will need to find to unlock stuff. It's like another game in the game, and game in the game in the game. But I believe it will be the true Tarkov vibe experience to start all over again and again and again. And it won't be just the vibe. It will be the whole progression thing with the storyline quests also. And I think it will be cool, guys. That's what we're building right now. That's why it's so long. It's taking so long. It's a pretty huge thing. Also, within this big seasonal patch, there will be a different quality of life features added. So insurance rebalance, hideout rebalance, expanded beginner support packs, welcome back bonus program, squad spectator camera, I already described that, group-wide kills task progression. It's like I described that you will have the same progression. You can complete quests all together within the group. Task system overhaul, refer a friend program, interactive mechanics on location. So we'll add more of the interactive stuff. As you've seen in the teaser of IceBreaker, we finally have code panels with codes. So we will add it to other locations too. New outfits and new weapons. So everything will be tied to this season. I mean, the new content will be tied to this season. But don't worry, for those who don't want to play season, everything will be available too. At least something will be available. I don't remember. Something will be special only for the season, for sure. And we have the screenshot of at least of one gun that will be available in this patch. It's QBZ 191. Красивая пушка, да. And also there will be more guns, of course. So we'll have a screenshot of that. And yes, we started to make FAMAS, guys. Please don't start to ask about FAMAS is in production right now.
Как же Абакан?
Abakan is also in production. It's also in G11. G11 also.
Аек.
Аек, я не знаю, что. Подожди, что-то у меня сломалось. О, да? Переключилось? Или нет?
Будет АЕК, мужики. Тут, блядь, АЕК.
АЕК, да. Okay, let's go next. Streamer items. I already showed all of them actually in my Twitter. So if you wanna have some leaks, actually it sounds pretty strange.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe to my Twitter. It called Nick Genborn, I believe, the Twitter tag. X. Я считаю, что тупейшее вообще название для Твиттера. XCOM. XCOM, блин. Я уверен, что он тут в XCOM не играл даже. А я играл в XCOM. XCOM тема вообще. Обожаю тактические пошаговые стратегии. Кстати, это тоже в планах у нас. У нас тоже в планах. The tactical strategy, it's turn-based strategy. Tarkov also planned, by the way. The stocks of BSG started to rise right now. People understood like there will be so much stuff for Tarkov this year. Okay, and new anti-cheat measures. Like just in the end, like new anti-cheat measures. Like it's a huge work. Like nearly like 8 months already. We're making the new module for the anti-cheat, and yeah, we will break some bones for sure of cheaters and cheat devs. After that big July seasonal patch, there will be another big event called Wild Woods. No comments. After that, finally, we'll implement Unity 6 in the main branch. There also will be reward reconnect system. Actually, some of these things can be earlier. It's a high chance. And FSR 4.0 will be there. It's already in production. FSR 4.0. Later this year, more events. Big Halloween event for sure. And we're implementing right now the whole weekly based event system that will be something like, again, something auto-generated, maybe something interesting. So every single weekend we will have something special in the game. Another huge, you don't even imagine, it's huge. And I'm not talking about, you know what I'm talking about. We're building another location also for a pretty long time, almost a year, I guess, or even more. Actually, 2 locations, big, full scale, raid-based, exfil and fill type of. The introduction of those locations will be as events with a lot of cool stuff. Maybe with next season we will see. Next season plan actually, I won't tell, but I guess in the end of the year. So the first season in the middle of the summer, and the next season will be in the end of the year. The end of the line. The big location, huge location, with a lot of new mechanics and new bosses and new boss. And also with that, somewhere around will be the prestige system of PvE implemented. And I will show you the screenshots of end of the line and the small video of this location. So first, we will go with screenshots. Если я, конечно, разберусь, где они.
Вот. Скриншот.
Totally different vibe. So it will be like a lot of vertical exploration on this location. And actually it's pretty cool lore about it. So again, I won't tell you more on that, but it is like, basically it's underground nuclear power plant.
Кому темно, используйте фонарики.
And it's pretty big. All the screenshots will be uploaded later in our socials. Basically the same I have in video demonstration. This. again, we are moving towards the concept of single player experience, and we plan something interesting for that location. Especially the introduction of the location, it will be pretty interesting. And another small thing for the plans for this year, actually, I can even explain a little bit, but I will show you this picture, and you should guess, okay?
Was ist das?
What do you think, guys? So it will be a totally separate Steam game, application. It will be free, and it will be the gun customization game, gun encyclopedia. All of the guns, all of the mods will be available. You'll be able to actually mod your gun, test it on the firing range, make screenshots, and it will be just free for everyone. Because the Tarkov is the most gun porno game, and we have the most amount of modern not tactical guns ever. You can ask ChatGPT, so we are number one on that. So that's why we decided, like, why shouldn't we just make the separate game, to just for the gun lovers, and I think it will be cool with a slight, I don't know, not a slight chance. It's possible that we will do the VR module to that. So we'll be able to see it like in VR and to see all the parts, all these small details. Oh yeah. And also a list of different mechanics that we plan for this year. First of all, the first iteration of SCAF progression. I mean the SCAF live DLC. First iteration of the clan system. We plan to have 2 DLCs actually this year, but it will be like the first iteration of them, the clan system, the clan DLC. Second season. Ally healing, knockouts, and revive mechanics. So we finally wanna make it real this year. Peaceful AI behavior. So right now they're roaming with the guns reason, so we wanna have some behavior for scavs on the location. There will be the whole system called, like, we don't have even a name for it, but it will be special containers, and they will like presets. You will be able to purchase them and equip them in a moment, just to save the time. So it will be different sets of gear and weapons. You'll be able to pack your presets on those containers and quick use them, quick equip them. Ability to skip prestige requirements for a large in-game payment. It's not the real money payment, of course. You'll be able to skip some requirements for in-game rubbles, for example, for the sum of in-game rubbles. Simplified GPS, animated magazine loading, transparent magazines, trader reputation rebalance, hideout rebalance, and even free PvE weekends. Interesting. Skill system overhaul and night raid overhaul. So we plan to enrich the night gameplay on the night raids. It will be different loot, different AI, maybe Black Division will be there, who knows, and different bonuses for the night raids. Because right now, night raids is like 1% of all of the raids. And this is it for Tarkov for today. I have last block for Arena, but this is it for Tarkov for this year. Again, it's like the list. Of course, it's a preliminary and stuff like that, and a lot of different things, smaller things we didn't include in that plan. And yeah, let's go with the third promo code for Tarkov. Sorry, I forgot to show you something like that left for Tarkov. It's It's this couple of rigs. I don't know, guys wanted me to show this couple of rigs. This one, это же этот Twister из KFC. And this one. I don't know, looks beautiful for me. A couple of rigs, why not? Вроде мы все здесь показали, кроме аренушки. Так, промокодик. The third promo code for EFT called Cargo Ship. Go get it. Special stuff. Чел написал в комментариях. Очень жиденько. Чел, который написал очень жиденько, проверь штаны. Очень жиденько, блядь. Мы тут на сезонах уже очко порвали просто. Очень жиденько. Давай, я сейчас кое-что скажу, нам прибанят канал снова на неделю.
Уже чел там работает, знаешь. Молодец. Красавчик.
Я хвалить его не буду. Я не люблю, когда вот хамство вот это вот идет. В интернете же, типа, можно говорить, что хочешь.
Ну, да.
Он сидит где-нибудь, какое-нибудь село Перть. Хрен его найдешь. Вообще. Можно?
Можно?
Ну,
зачем?
Ну, зачем? Арена. Арена.
Арена молодцы.
Arena. I love Arena. The last battle pass, really good. The factory tactical map, super nice. What else will be for Arena? We are cooking the whole new game mode. It's like a totally separate game, guys. In Arena now, it's like a reimagination of multiplayer, competitive multiplayer game mode, but with the lore of Tarkov. And this is one of the main things that I wanted to show. We have like a little. Что у нас?
Локация.
Yeah, a little location. Not little location. It's pretty big location. It's just the screenshots, but again, it's huge, and the whole it's a lot of mechanics will be there. I cannot tell you more. We don't have even we cannot even disclose the name of the location or the name of the game mode. But anyway, a major arena patch released recently with the new battle pass season and the factory tactical map. That's what we did, and we have updated shoutout mode there, and on the factory location. It was pretty cool. Also, it's a lot of optimizations, and optimization on the arena basically it's like 50% more than before, and it's pretty good, and it's still unfinished. So I mean, the optimization works in there, and some weapons from EFT were included there, and that's good. Столько тут все написано, я это все читать, мне смысла не вижу на самом деле. The TTK changes.
ВН. Рейтинг режим. Сказали.
Не знаю, тут на самом деле очень много технической информации, которую в целом читать сейчас смысла я не вижу вообще. Читай. Ну тогда я буду читать это все. Мне опять скажут, ой, он просто читает все. Можно было кратце это все как-то написать, а не вот эту портянки текста. Okay, the arena plans for summer. At least this is interesting. Technical improvements, optimizations, audio fixes, and improved hit registration. Better UX for preset building and tutorial missions. Plus other quality of light and UX improvements. Complete overhaul of the daily and weekly task systems. Reworked EFT locations. We will bring back EFT locations once again to Last Hero during the summer season. And new checkpoint location, which was already play tested during the arena event. Оно было вот в грейбоксах тестировалось, я помню. And updated Blast Gang mode and the return of ranked matches. So in summer, there will be the great return of ranked matches in Arena. Also, there will be additional Telegram channel for Arena, where developers will be reading every comment. And right now we have it already, but again, there's no link here. So dedicated Telegram channel. I guess you guys will post it on socials. So the developers of Arena, they read everything and they try to make the best experience ever. And right now, the Arena is pretty good. Actually, wanted to play something on the stream, but it's okay. It's okay. Yes.
Давай спойлер небольшой по Арене еще.
Какой?
Хочешь?
Какой?
Лаборатория.
Laboratory. Yes, the lab.
Вот все.
Lab. Yes, lab. Mm-hmm. And as I wanted to show you the screenshots of this location / game mode for Arena. And just to mention, this is one location. It's not separate locations. There will be more than that. I saw other parts of it, and it's pretty cool. I'm counting on that. So this mode I'm waiting already for so long. I believe it will be super special for Arena for sure. And we have a couple of promo codes for Arena actually. So first one is Hot Drop. So go use it. It's for Arena. And the next one right away. Echo Belly. Ага, тот не пропал еще. I cannot do it so fast. The first one needs to go. Как его отрубить? Well, Echo Belly. It's the next one. For Arena also. Что там сказали?
Раз я Рисов прислал голосовуху, я отправляю там идеи по Арене.
Я понял. Okay, guys. This is it. This is it for the plans, for the upcoming plans. At least for the half of the year. We have them strict. And we get in there. So, what can I say more? So,
Промокоды кончились.
it's all promo code, guys. So I have a couple of questions from Airwingmarine. And I promised him that I will answer them if I will have time. And I believe I have a little bit of time to answer them. Let me find it. So yeah, let's go with the questions from Airwingmarine. When will the syncing issues for Arena and Tarkov main be fixed? Fixing it right now, basically, as soon as possible. Are adjustable plate carriers rigs still planned or is the feature scrapped? We actually scrapped it. I mean, it's on hold basically forever and it's pretty huge and it will need to rebalance all of the stuff, all of the gear, almost everything. So that's why it will be pretty hard for implement it right now. So we decided to just keep it on hold. Maybe it will return somehow. Maybe in totally different season or something. Maybe only on ETS. We'll see, because right now we don't have time to actually make it right with all of the stuff that we already created. I'm talking about the rig customization. Because if we will implement the rig customization, it will require to rewrite, rework everything. Because we have a lot of preset gear already, and that will be quite hard. Is BSG going to stick with the current health system, or are there plans to change it? We don't have plans to change it. Again, it's just the mechanic that basically was there forever, and I'm not sure that we need to change something that was there all along, especially after 1.0. And I don't know, like, is there any like different stuff that we need to do in terms of health system? So if you have any kind of suggestion, please share. M249 when? I believe it's already modeled, and it's somewhere there, and we need to just make it real in the game. Pretty interesting question. How much of an impact are departing devs having on workflow? Zero. The thing is that the latest guys, basically they were disengaged in process for a pretty long time, and we just decided altogether that they should move on. So so we already had like the superiors working before that. So it was the long process for them to have this healthy retirement for the other like work or project. It wasn't like a spontaneous decision of them. So it's totally fine. The dev vlogs shown on a few glimpses of various devs during interviews. Is that something we get to see soon? Yes, we plan to have pretty big dev blog video, like huge. And I believe we will get it as soon as possible. I don't know the exact date, but it's pretty cool. Basically, the story, how we did it, and what was the challenge to do it, and how it is in general for not only for me, but also for different developers in the BSG. The Chronicles of Rigi, most likely they will come back, but we're thinking about it, because right now there's another ongoing thing that we plan to have the full scale, how to say it, сериал, show, not show, как вот сказать это?
Сериал.
Как сказать сериал по-английски?
Сериал.
Нет, неправильно. So right now we're working on the creating, so we started.
Series.
The series, the full scale series for the major showrunner, I don't know, for HBO or Netflix, something big, and we already started making all of that, and I mean the scenario and everything. So I guess it'll be interesting. TV series, yes. Can PvE players who didn't reset get access to terminal now, or is that a technical problem? No, they need to reset 100%. It's a technical thing. How are the seasonal profiles and our original profiles going to interact with one another? You won't be able to interact because it's like separate realm, seasonal characters, seasonal thing. It's like the story and everything. It will be around seasonal character. You won't have the interaction between. Are achievements shared? It will be different achievement that you can achieve on the seasonal character. And no, we don't have any shared progress or bonuses, so it will be separate thing to start all over. So the thing is to have all the people wiped and start all over again, to experience the early wipe and all of the Tarkov stuff that made Tarkov Tarkov. Why do you guys use time gates so frequently? We're sorry, but yeah, we will move on. So we will cut them down. Some time gates, we just wanted to, because it's a lot of streamers and all the players who play the game 24/7, tens of thousands of hours, and we just wanted to prolong the whole progression, at least to give some time for the regular players, not to spoil everything in the regards of like storyline and completion. So that's why we added it. And I personally think that it's totally fine to have some kind of time gates. Guys, you need to relax. You need to have some break, right?
Yeah.
You need to have some break. Like, it's a time gate, 24 hours time gate. Go touch grass, like birds are singing. It's almost summer. Relax. Because you will be exhausted playing the Tarkov. It's already a stressful game. You need to relax. Yes, I actually answered all the questions. Thanks for that. And we have a little time to answer some questions from the chat. All right? From our beautiful players from the chat. And Demirko, do you have some questions for Tarkov? Maybe you have something in mind. Устал ждать это все.
Вообще не нужно.
Это, кстати, этот шлем будет в игре?
Варенье, да, появится.
This type of this is high cut helmet. It looks like it's a tank helmet, right? With this thing. This helmet will be available in Arena. Actually, I saw the content plan for the next Battle Pass for Arena. It's a lot of cool stuff there. Surplus, hardcore and realistic gear. Не вот это все раскрашенное.
А там такое тоже будет, да?
Немножко.
Немножко.
Да, немножко.
Скелетики будут довольны.
Everything will be synchronized, guys. We need time. We have a little trouble to synchronize it instantly between Arena and EFT. And of course, like I know that you want the gun painting, all of the camouflages on the gun. We really want to get it in Tarkov, but Tarkov has a lot more of the stuff, and we have some issues there with that. We will try to bring it in as soon as possible, but yeah. The animation of magazine loading, it will be there. I already said that. It will be this year. I actually saw the animation, but it's unfinished. It was some kind of bug. I wanted to show you on the stream the mag loading animation, but it's not ready yet. Like, fully ready. Okay, let's answer a little bit of questions from the chat. It's all going too fast, actually. Nikita, please fix 30 FPS first-person animations. What? That's a fucking bullshit. Блять, ну серьезно, что это за вопрос? Арена беттинг. Not sure about that.
ССК выхлоп будет?
Возможно. Cry airframe chops with headphones ever. The issue is that the model of headphones has this parts that basically intersect with chops, and I believe we already said like, oh fuck it, let it be with this clipping and everything. So maybe we will just hit a button and it will be compatible. Prestige 7 planned, pretty good stuff in there actually. Хватит дробить онлайн, его и так почти не стало. Хватит писать фигню. Когда треки на Яндекс.Музыку. Я не знаю, Spotify не заливает в Яндекс.Музыку. Мне надо отдельно в Яндекс.Музыке как-то. PvE Prestige will be available this year. Опять началось убежать. Сумасшедшее. Нестись. Will IceBreaker have a boss? Yes, the special boss. Smoking Winstons. Блин. In my new project there will be ability to smoke cigarettes right from the start from the game. Это единственная информация, короче, будет про фрага в этом стриме. Единственная. Fix VRM. Я не технический специалист, как фиксить видяхи. You guys literally edited them today. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, guys. I'm not like knowing everything what's going on right now. We have like a lot of people working on a different things, and it needs to be tested first. Because I can say that, guys, let's put this like clip in. Let's make all the headgear pieces compatible with headsets. They were like, okay, and then 1 week will pass because they need to test all of that. And that's why we have these delays. Zombies. Yes, Halloween event will be with zombies this year. Where did the hockey clown mask go? Помнишь такое? Да. Там мутная история, ребят. Не хочу даже ее касаться, честно говоря. Мутная. Кепку-вертолетик. Нет, не добавим. Hit registration optimization will be worked on further. For sure. Слепры, привет. Привет, кстати, пацаны. Слепры, да, реально. Ребята хорошие, мне не нравятся. Периодически раз в пару лет возникает какой-нибудь хмырь, который там пишет всякую хрень. Я его баню, потому что у меня админские права там. How many people in IceBreaker and End of Line? How many people in IceBreaker and End of Line? End of Line, it's a lot. It's a pretty big location. On the IceBreaker, it will be limited, but I can tell you more. ЕОД юзерам дай межфракционную одежду. Нет. Can we please make when RF key rooms provide... Ой, come on. Это слишком специфичный вопрос. Please don't make prestige system too easy. It's not too easy. It's a little bit easier, guys. Come on. Give a little bit of love for the people who is not able to play the game all of the time. And they want to be prestige and have prestige perks and content. Give them a little bit of love. Let them...
Почему игроки, люди, купившие игру на релизе, не могут получить все ачивки? Потому что у нас некоторые ачивки были до релиза, ивентовые, крутые, веселые.
Ну, да. Надо было раньше покупать. Надо было раньше играть в игру. Я что могу сказать? 10 лет, уже Тарков туда-сюда. Можно было как-то все-таки решиться. Поверишь, что это не скам. Все-таки 10 лет было. Можно было взять и пройти этот ивент.
Эх ты.
Масленица. Ивана Купалы там был ивент. Потом этот ивент там... Короче, сейчас наговорю чего-нибудь, потом буду жалеть. Так.
Можем повторить эти ивенты.
Можем повторить. Bring back old bosses. Чё? Так. Блин, у вас реально очень много идет. Hideout and extract. Чё? Mod support. Mod support is planned later for sure. But, кстати, вот я заметил, что стримеры вот, западные, они это делают.
Молодцы.
Молодцы. Audio Optimisation. Блин, я вообще не понимаю. Вы всегда что-нибудь найдете, что спросить.
Никита Васильевич самый клевый.
Please add in-game map, so you don't have the second monitor. That's why we will add the GPS with maps. So it will be two types of GPS. First one is simplified, as I mentioned, and the second one with map. And again, why not? Why not? Radiation. Radiation will be pretty soon. Because IceBreaker, it's a nuclear-powered IceBreaker, by the way. Когда будут переделаны деревни кусты? Блин, пытаемся их переделать. Там какое-то говно выходит, честно говоря. Вообще, я недоволен. Но... Так... Блин, тут уже душняк какой-то пошел. Мерч-стор. Мерч-стор. Что с мерчом, Дамир?
У нас есть...
Дамир is the one who basically on the task of the merch store. Дамир, what's going on with merch store?
Ну, у нас есть 3 потенциальных претендента, которые будут нам делать merch store. Мы рассматриваем, общаемся, выбираем.
Three companies like operators to run the merch store. So we're negotiating with 3 different companies. By the way, again, if you have any kind of companies in your mind, again, you can send right away to info@battlestate.com with your proposals. We really want to open the merch line everywhere. When?
This year?
This year. So this year we also want to open the merch store. It most likely will be different merch stores in different places. I think the most realistic one and the first one that will be available, it will be merch store in Japan. Да? I think so. Yes.
Maybe.
Let us change the region to Latam. I know about this thing. I think we have something about it. Steam controller support. Когда будут скидки в Steam на Tarkov? Будут. Prestige on seasonal character. No. The seasonal character, it's a different thing. It's unrelated to prestige. Хотя, actually, if you completed the whole season, you can actually obtain prestige. Why not? You started from scratch, and you completed it. You can receive a prestige. I think it's possible.
Давай всех вайпнем просто. Просто одну кнопку нажмем. Общий вайп.
Вообще лучше сломать профиля всем сразу же, не работало ничего. Когда можно будет пить пиво в убежище с кентами? When you will be able to drink beer with your buddies in the hideout. I think you will be able to do that in SCAF DLC, because you will have the whole separate hideout for your SCAF, and it will be a hub zone where you'll be able to play cards and mini games, and also drink beer, smoke cigarettes, and do some nasty stuff also.
Вот бы еще кота в убежище.
Кота в убежище, господи, это какое-то невероятно, вообще сложная какая-то тема. Blood pools for dead bodies. New AK animations. Don't lock flea market. Arena on Steam. Planned. Arena on Steam is planned 100%. I don't know when, but it's planned. Hideout mobile app. Also possible. Тарагруп как-то связано с зомби. Ну, в рамках Хэллоуин-ивента, да. А так, технически, ну, немножко. Но это зомби, это же приколдес, по сути. Okay, guys, I think it's enough. It's enough. It's already a lot of information. И тот чувачок, который написал что-то там жиденькое.
Час 40, не затыкаясь тут, жиденько.
Thank you very much. We love you. Buongiorno. Что пришел?
Yes.
Ну, я сделаю, блин. Что? Я что, не шарю, что ли?
На кого?
На кого хочешь рейд? О, точно. Сделаем. We love you. You're the best. Thank you very much. Live long and prosper. Очень непростой год. Very hard year for me. Personally.
Ставьте лайки в стиме. Там вот
The hardest year of my life. The hardest 2 months in my life. Literally. I was almost quit, actually. Like, literally, it was too hard to bear, because it's a lot of things ongoing, and especially for the future of Tarkov. We just started a new project, and it's a lot of people, this and there. A lot of difficulties to basically work. And this is why it's so super nervous and exhausting and stuff like that. And it's like I'm almost 40, by the way, and I still have time, of course, but lately for the last months I started to realize that I don't have time, and maybe it's not much time left to make something. And I know that it's a lot of people who love Tarkov. It's a pretty unique game. We basically created the whole genre of extraction shooters. And I believe I need to work on further to create something more special and to continue the legacy of Tarkov further. And this is my goal in this life. This is my role in this life. And but sometimes it's hard, especially like literally you need to work on everything all together. A lot of stuff ongoing, a lot on my shoulders basically, and support is needed always, and not only for me personally. It's also for the people who are working on Tarkov right now, and I'm not even said anything about the new one. So I believe we did something good for this years, and we're still ongoing, and it's a huge plans for this year. I mentioned like for example the single player game, literally. I think it will be super special. So don't be mad, believe in us more and more and more, and we will succeed and make Tarkov even better. Because we are the original gangster. OG. So thank you very much. And of course I'm saying things pretty loud, and this is my image. Usually I'm not that kind of person. Usually I'm just being depressed the whole time. I'm joking. So yeah, let's be in touch. Thank you for watching. We love you. And use your negative energy in a positive way by playing Tarkov, and transform it to something special. Transform it to the pure dopamine. This is what Tarkov is about. Thank you. And please give some love to developers of Tarkov. They're watching right now the stream. Put some hearts and everything, because they're busting their asses 24/7, especially now, because all the plans are shifted, all the optimizations, all this, intermediate, high risk and critical changes are made to make the game better. And they are literally really struggling and succeeding on that cause. So thank you very much again. Let's rate Airwingmarine, and let's play Tarkov more. And somebody will say, "Do you play Tarkov?" Of course I do. Как меняется язык?
Буквы. Airwingmarine.
Okay, guys, the raid is almost ready. Thank you very much, and have a nice day, have a nice morning, and до свиданица. Давайте, любите маму, кушайте кашу, не ругайтесь. Жизнь коротка, не забывайте. Не страдайте херней. Пока.